today I'm very excited because we are doing my Pan Nose Eyeshadows update and I am rolling out 2 palettes today. I have hit 2 pans and I'm so excited. This is the first month in a long time where I've actually enjoyed going into my Pan Nose Eyeshadows shadows. So last month I did quite a big switch up. I rolled out quite a lot of shades that I just wasn't using and I wasn't having a good time. And so this last month I'm really happy. My color story was more interesting and I just think I've had a little bit more fun going into it. Does it mean that I've gone into all the shades 10 times? Absolutely not. But I do have 2 new pans to share with you. So we're gonna be rolling in 2 new palettes and I'm so excited. I know I said that, but I just actually have. This is the only point of the project where I actually have fun. Like when you hit pan and you roll out, if you go month on month, which I was feeling that before, it kind of can be demotivating. So yeah, this is going to be a good one, hopefully, and hopefully you enjoy it. So anyway, let's get started. I usually go into the shade or shades that I've used the least. One of the shades that I used the least is actually one of the pans. I only went into the shade once this month. I was close. And yeah, it is from my Earthy palette from Beauty Bay. So the shade that I needed to work on is a lime. And I'll try to, I haven't been very good at doing this in my previous videos, but I've tried to like have a before picture, but I don't always do the best before pictures. But anyway, this is what it's looking like right now. So I only went into it one more time and I was able to hit pan. Woohoo! So excited because honestly, this has been in so long. I'll put up on the screen how long it's been and also like my total uses that it took for me to hit pan in this project. Obviously, I probably had used the shade a couple of times before I rolled it in. But yeah, I'm very happy and excited that I have finally hit pan in that shade and I can say goodbye to this palette for a little bit because I feel like I'm always going into the earthy and it's good, you know, it's definitely served its purpose. And you know, I always thought like these massive, huge palettes would be neglected. Obviously, a lot of shades are neglected, but I just think I have used this so much and it's always coming up in projects and I want to use other things. I'm also happy that I didn't roll it out last time because I almost did and I was thinking, you know what? No, I can do it. I can push for it. Oh, let me swatch. All right, so the shades that I'm rolling out, I'm going to swatch on this arm and then everything else will be on the other one. It is a really pretty green. And that was obviously the point of me picking it. Normally I pick the shades that I use in my Pan Nose eyeshadows, and I will also today, but it just took so long. Okay, moving on. There are 2 palettes where I only used the shade twice. So the first one is my Singe Beauty Galactic Visitor. This one I just rolled in last month, and I'm not too fussed about it. I actually have it in my inner corner. It is the green that you see in my inner corner, but it is the shade called Beam. So there's a little bit more disturbance now, which I'm pretty happy about. But yeah, only 2 times this month. And I think Encounter, which I have hit pan on, took quite a bit, maybe 10 plus uses. So I definitely have quite a bit more to go on that one. It's not one of these super creamy shades, so you do have to use quite a bit to hit pan. So I think it's gonna take a little bit of time, but still it's one of these really pretty shades. And this one I will swatch over here because we're keeping it in. It's like a bluey green. I really do like it. It's definitely like more of a topper inner corner shade for me, but I think it's very pretty. Another shade that I only used twice is from my Serenity palette from Cosmic Beauty. This one I also just rolled in last month, so I'm not too fussed about it. It is this orange matte that you see right here. There's a little bit of a dip happening, so I'm a little bit pleased by that, and I'm excited to see how this goes. I think it won't take me very long to hit pan in this shade, but yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. This one I did put on the lids, but you can't really see it because I kind of masked it with this gold right here. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted a little bit of it to pop, but it didn't. But anyway, regardless. So yeah, this is what this one looks like, and those 2 together are really quite pretty. Orange and green. I don't know, kind of typical, but I like those 2 together. So yeah, that one I used twice as well. And then I also rolled in a shade from my Muse palette from Cosmic Beauty. This one's called Sweet Pea, and I used this 3 times. So just 1 more than those other ones. And this one I have in my crease. and it is this lilac right here. It is super, super pretty. I think this one's gonna take me a little bit of time because there's not a lot of kick up on this one, whereas the orange that I just shared with you has a little bit more kick up, so I feel like I'm losing quite a bit of product, and it'll take a bit less time to hit pan. But yeah, this one I feel like is a little bit stiffer as a formula, but still very pretty. So we'll see how long it takes. Cosmic Beauty typically doesn't take me very long. So I've used it 3 times so far now in this project, and those are the shades right there. Obviously very spring-like, very pretty, and I rolled all of those last month, so I'm pleased. And yeah, I'm excited because the next shade that I'm going to talk about is a shade that's been in the project a very long time. It is from my ABH Nouveau palette, and this one, as well as the Earthy, are the 2 shades that I desperately wanted to roll out because they've been in the project a while. But I kept them in because I felt like I could do it, and I have done it now. So this one, by far, I went into the most times. I went into it 7 times this last month. I was adamant I was going to be able to do it, and I have done it. Honestly, I thought I would do it sooner, but anyway, yeah, you can see the pad there. I feel like this one didn't take nearly as long, or it wasn't as insufferable, but this one ended up being quite a bit of a pain. I kept putting this in my my outer V area, and it just, I was making the dip bigger, but I was not seeing a pan, and then I finally saw the pan, so I'm very happy about that one. So yeah, that one, as well as this other green. So I'm rolling out 2 greens. Obviously this is like a murky, dirty, dark browny green, but I'm rolling out the 2 greens, and I'm keeping these fresh, colorful shades in. So very, very excited, as you can see. I keep saying that. Okay, so I have my trusty little phone here. I'm going to pull up the wheel, and we are going to randomize 2 palettes, and then in those 2 palettes, I will pick the shade I want to hit pan on. All right, here we go. We have my eyeshadows. So the first palette that we have is going to be Makeup Revolution. That's the Astro Nova palette, which actually is not a bad palette. It's a very spring-like palette, so that one is a good one. Let's keep going. So our second palette that we're going to choose is Lethal Cosmetics Earth palette. So I just rolled out the Earthy, and now I'm going to roll out the Lethal Cosmetics Earth, which is another green palette. All right, I'm not mad about these because I do think they go really well for this time of year. So Makeup Revolution Astro Nova, it looks like this. It's one of these tin pans, and it's got some neutrals, but it also has quite a lot of pops of color and more like spring-like shades for me personally. Not so much summer shades, they're kind of a little bit more pastel-y, and I do love the pink with the green for this time of year. So this one is a good choice, honestly. So I'll have a think about what I want to hit pan on. And then this is the Earth palette from Lethal Cosmetics. It's the Avatar Last Airbender collection. And this is a really good one because out of the Lethal Cosmetics, this is one of the palettes, I think the last remaining palette that I have not hit pan on. I think all the rest of the Lethal Cosmetics that I have hit pan in at least 1 shade in them. Yeah, because I hit pan on the blue one, definitely the red one, and obviously the Earth one, so no, the Air one. So this is the Earth, and I think straight away I'm gonna want to try to hit pan that middle shade right there. I just don't see how it can't be that shade. I really, really like this shade down here. Like the browns are actually, they're very chocolatey, and they're very, very flattering and very, very beautiful. But this middle shade, I think I'm gonna have to try to hit pan in that. So let me just swatch that. This one is called Kiyoshi. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I have to. It's like one of these beautiful crumbly shades. Oh my gosh, it is absolutely stunning. It has some pink to it. How could I not pick that one? Okay, I'm absolutely picking that one. I don't think it's going to take me very long to hit pan because it is very flaky. So unfortunately, I'll hit pan and then I won't want to use it again because I don't want to lose the product. I feel like the best shades are the ones I want to hit pan on, and then suddenly I realize, oh no, I'm not going to have the shade for much longer. But anyway, yeah, this one I'm definitely rolling in. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay. And then I think maybe we try, well, I have 2 mattes and 2 shimmers so far. And it is very, very spring-like, very pastel-y, light and bright, which I am loving. So before I looked at the Earth palette, I was thinking I would try to hit pan in Astral right here, but now I do think that they're just too similar. So I might want to hit pan in a matte because the rest of these shimmers are pretty blah and I'm already working on really pretty shimmers. So I think I'm gonna wanna try to hit pan on maybe this Supernova one. I'm just thinking, like, what would work really well with this color story? I could try to go with Space Invader. I think that would, or maybe I'd just be boring. But this one clashes with another pan that I'm trying to hit in a different project. I really want to hit pan in this one, but it's just too, I wouldn't even say it's similar. It's just, it is kind of similar to what I've just showed you, but it's not as pretty and it doesn't have the pink flip. But it is still a pretty shade. I think it's probably the best shade in this palette. Oh my gosh, okay. Why do they have to clash like that? Okay, wait. This is the color story. Let me have a think about this because ideally I would also try to go with Starstruck, but I think it's too similar to the Cosmic Beauty Sweet Pea, which is obviously a little bit more purpley, but still I would use them for the same purpose. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go with Milky Way. I am gonna go with this one. It is a shimmer. It's not like an absolutely crazy beautiful shimmer, but because I just rolled out the sparkly pink, like sort of icy toned shimmer from my Mercury Retrograde because I hit pan in it, I want to roll this one in because I kind of can use it for the same purpose as I used that one, which would be like a really pretty icy pink inner corner. So I think I'm going to roll this one in. I think it also will work really nicely with the shade from the Muse palette, Sweet Pea. And also it's just pretty, right? So it feels like it has a little bit of blue to it too. So that's kind of interesting. So I have a little bit of green, I have pink, orange, and then, yeah, a little bit of blue. You know what? I'm just loving this. It is so spring-like. It is so colorful. And I'm just sick of dark tone shades. I really am. You can see, like, this is what I want to wear on my eyes at the moment. I just want to wear something pretty. Pretty and light and with some gorgeous sparkly shimmers. So yeah, this is my new color story. We rolled out these two shades, which are still pretty and very, like, the shades have been very versatile, but this is just spring. This is spring. This is gorgeous. So actually I'm excited that I'm going to choose the Milky Way. I think it makes the most sense for what I like to use and what's going to work with me over the next month or so. So yeah, in terms of overall progress, these are all kind of new, right? 'Cause all the ones that I've kept in have only been in a month. I think the one that I probably will hit pan in first, I'm hoping is Serenity, but like I said in my previous video for my Pan That Palette update, this does clash with the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde shade. So one or the other is going to have to come first. I don't really know, but obviously this is the orange shade. And I think I'm close to hitting pan in that one. I think the Muse is going to take me a little bit of time. Galactic Visitor would take me a little bit of time. Actually, quite honestly, I think this will be the first one that I hit pan on before the Serenity because this shade is so flaky and it's not going to take a long time to hit pan, unfortunately. But that's just the way it goes with those types of shades. So I think actually I'll hit pan in that one, maybe even by next update, and then I'll have an exciting update again. I think this one will take a bit of time as well, but that's fine. They're all beautiful shades and none of those shades are ugly. So at least in my opinion, I think they all are pretty and they all work really well together. So anyway, that is my update for my Pan Those Eyeshadows. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you would like to, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!